All right, you considering sledding or snow tubing in the Lake Tahoe area this winter? Well, we don't have much snow right now, so this is going to be a video you're going to want to check out because I'm going over all the different sledding areas that you can actually sled right now in, and also my favorites. So if you want to know about Lake Tahoe sledding or snow tubing, you're going to want to check out this video. So let's get to it. What's up guys, Rachel Capel with the Lake Tahoe Living channel. If you want to know about relocating to the Lake Tahoe area, this is the channel for you. We're going over all the great things about Lake Tahoe and why people love living here and all the fun things that you can do with the family or just on your own. So if you want to know that stuff, make sure to subscribe and let's get into this video. My favorite sledding and snow tubing places in the Lake Tahoe area. There are a lot, but I'm telling you, when there's no snow, like right now, you're gonna wanna know these places to go. So let's get to it. Okay, so I'm gonna go over a handful of places that I have been to. There are more, and there will be down in the descriptions box below of links that you can go to that'll give you all of the snow tubing and snow sledding places in the area. I am going to be focusing on primarily North Lake because we live in Incline and we primarily go up in that kind of neck of the woods, for lack of better words. So let's talk about Palisades. So Palisades is great, but there are a couple things that I don't like about Palisades. So I'm going to kind of go over each section and tell you like the pros and cons, okay? So Palisades is awesome because it's got a little escalator type thing that takes the kids up, to the top of the hill. And we are in an environment right now where there's not a lot of snow. So when there is a lot of snow, like last year in 2023, well, I guess early part of 2022 into 2023, there's a ton of snow. So there were multiple sledding runs, like I think like 4 or like even 6. So you had a lot of options to sled from, and that creates less of a line. But the cool thing is, like I said, the kids don't have to walk up that hill. So once they've experienced that, they're not going to want to walk up a hill that much because it's a lot of effort, right? So Palisades is great because it has that. Plus it's got multiple runs. And it also has disco tubing at night, which in my opinion, if you're not doing the disco tubing, you'll be freezing if you're watching your kids. So you probably want to go and do it with them because it's gonna be freaking cold. But I hear it's really cool. I hear that they have like lights and music and fog machines and everything. So it's a real experience, but I believe it's like, I think 75 or 90, it's like $75. We'll have links down and below, but let's just say it's at least $75. It could potentially be 90 depending on whatever their fees and how they change, but it's definitely above $50 and I think it's like definitely 72 at least. So it is pricier. If you were to do the sledding during the week, it's only, I believe, like $45. It's not that bad, but it's only for an hour. So you have limited time, and sometimes these kids want to go all day, or at least for like 2 hours. So the challenge with Palisades is it is kind of pricey and you only get 1 hour. Okay, so that is gonna be a challenge, right? It's like, is what it is. But I love the little escalator, I love the multiple runs, and I think that the disco tubing is cool, but just know that you're gonna be freezing at night if you're watching your kiddo or family do it. And it's expensive. So best to have like an aunt or an uncle or mom and dad who's willing to go up and down with them, because it gets your blood flowing and it's going to make you less cold. So great experience though, heard positive things, definitely put something to check out. Now, what we always do actually in our area, Incline, there is a little section where at the snow time in Incline, there's a little driving range where on the golf course, there's a driving range that has snow, and when it's covered up, obviously you can't do it during the warm seasons because there's golfing and whatnot, but because there's snow on it, we love going to the golf course if you live in Incline and or have friends in Incline. It's a really great little place to kind of go to just to get a couple cool sled runs in with the kids. Now, something to note with this is there is not a big hill. So it's not kind of paved out like, Palisades would be, or the other ones I'm going to mention later in this video. I'm going to have my favorite one at the end. So it's a great option if you're going to get a couple runs in just for the kids to get them out, get them a little tired. We didn't go this time around. There's not a lot of snow. I don't think there would have been any snow. I don't think it would have been worth it. The challenges with the driving range and the golf course in Incline is that, like I said, it's not paved. So you kind of have to pave your way and kind of make your own run. But it's great for like making snow, men, whatever, playing in the snow. It's a good little option and it's free, right? It's not like Palisades. So the next best thing that I actually really love is Mount Rose. Now, when there is no snow, like right now, it's just kind of early in the season, we haven't had a lot of rain, Mount Rose right off the highway, and I'll have a little drop pin, we can put it in the descriptions box below, but you really can't miss it. When you're heading out to Mount Rose, from Incline area, you're going to see it on the freeway. Everyone's going to be pulled over. It's going to be really obvious where this snow sledding is, and it's actually really, really fun. So I would recommend this if there is not a lot of snow, like South Lake, where when we went this past week, at the Christmas time in 2023, there wasn't a lot of snow. So we were lucky to be up in Incline and have that kind of like higher altitude with the snow. There was a good amount of snow here, and it's actually a pretty good hill. There are multiple sections. We went to this one section. The years prior, we had gone to the snowmobile section, which is a higher elevation, but it's more fun for the older kids, right? So Mount Rose, right off the side of the highway, it's free. You can go all day. I think we were there for 2.5, almost 3 hours. The kids were trekking up, trekking down. We had a great time. And I tell you, the sleds and the tubes, definitely check out tubes on Amazon. I can put links down below in the description of what we have. They're awesome. I definitely recommend the tubes because you can pump them up there and they're just fun. The kids, because their butts start to hurt on the sleds. And so even at Palisades, my son was like, oh, I don't like it. Like, cause it was, we put his jacket in there and then the jacket got all wet. It was a big mess, but the kids, they get all soft. This generation is very soft. I mean, when I was a kid, we had metal ones and you're sliding into the highway. It's like crazy. So one side note with Mount Rose, do not park your car where the sledding is, because you will be a fool, because we saw like literally 4 people hit this one Tesla that was by us. I thought it was really funny. I mean, it's so ridiculous that these people don't fall off and just stop their sled. But like, yeah, you want to make sure that you don't park in front, because some idiot people will hit your car. And even though they didn't dent it, it's still not okay. So Mount Rose is a great option if there's not a lot of snow, you want it for free, and you're in that Incline area, northern area. It's really great. But my ultimate favorite of all, which I told you I was going to get to at the end, is Soda Springs. And Soda Springs is not north. So it's kind of like on the way up to Incline near Boreal. Not South Lake, but South Lake has some good stuff. I'm just not going over it in this video, but we'll have links down below that you can check out and kind of peruse and do on your own. I've been to a couple of them, but I'm like not super, it's kind of sketch. I mean, it's a little scary sometimes, the driving into this one particular one, but this is my absolute favorite. I think it is 100% worth it. And if you can go during the week, I promise you it's gonna be like amazing, because there won't be a lot of people there, and on a sunny day it's freaking phenomenal. You're gonna love it. Make sure the kids have like sunglasses or goggles, because if it's really bright, that snow reflecting on their eyes, they're gonna complain, bitch and moan. And I don't think they were selling sunglasses I think they were out or something. So just make sure that you have them as an adult, and also the kids, because that snow can be really reflective. But Soda Springs is my absolute favorite. I love it, love it, love it. I think it's the best for the value. I think it's like $40+, like it's under $50 for the whole day. You have a snow park for the little ones. So if you have like, 1 to like 4, you can go in the little park, and there's tons of little things that they can do. And you can see from the videos that we pop in here, but that, and not only do you have that, you can ski and you can also do tubing, and they have multiple runs, and they have that little, you know, trolley that takes them up, because we were at Grand Ole Opry, which is another one that I'll talk about, but I was not happy with Grand Ole Opry. And I'll tell you in a minute, but Soda Springs is my absolute favorite. I think it's great for the value. There is plenty of things to do. You can do all day, and the kids had a blast snow tubing all day. They can go up and down because they have the trolley that takes them up, so they can actually hang. And it's $40, $1,000,000% worth it. Not bad at all, even if it's 50, like during, you know, the weekends. It's totally worth it, because like Palisades, you have to pay an hour and it's like, you're done. Like, and you have to check in, and oftentimes, you know, they're booked. It's like a pain in the butt. So I'm not a huge fan, even though it is kind of cool. I would say Soda Springs is my absolute favorite. And then Grand Ole Opry, I'm not, it's kind of like Soda Springs, but they didn't have a trolley. And maybe they make it like a trolley later, but when we went, there was skiing and then there was the sledding, and they had the trolley for the skiing, but they didn't have the trolley for the sledding. And I'm like, well, it doesn't make any sense. It just was really not. And then they don't have design lanes. So like kids, I could see if there was a lot of kids there, they could crash into each other, and it was just not, it was not my vibe. It was not my, I wasn't feeling it. So Palisades, cool. Mount Rose, yes. Incline driving range, cool. Those are awesome. Mount Rose and Incline is free. Palisades is good. I mean, but expensive. But I think Soda Springs is my absolute favorite. I do not think that you'll be disappointed if you go here. Just know it will be busy on the weekends. But you could check out the video popping up that shows you all about Soda Springs that I did. We had a blast. It was amazing, and I know you'll love it too. All right, so there you have it, my recap on sledding or snow tubing in Tahoe and my top places to go in the North Lake area. You're gonna love all of them, I promise. Just know the pros and cons to each one. And check out the videos that are gonna be popping up about Soda Springs to show you what it looks like. It is awesome. And make sure to subscribe down below and comment, like if you're getting value, and share this video, because sharing is caring. And we always love helping people relocate to the Lake Tahoe area and teach them all about living over here and having fun and playing. So make sure to share the channel and let us know if you have questions. Thanks so much for hanging, guys. We love having you. Until the next video. Bye, guys.